呃，我们再等多一点人进来，可以开始。等到12:05。可以问一下那个，你们听清楚？有听清楚吗？Hello。
有，
哦。你们上次那个线上 TA 课，的状况大概是怎样啊？你们上次有来吗？
我上次去实体的，
哦，好。嗯，我们12:05再开始。那这次作业难吗？好。呃，好。so okay, let's begin. 呃，let's let's look at question one. 呃，the okay, the figure above shows the initial aggregate demand curves AD0. Okay, AD0. This and the initial uh SAS curve. Uh, this and the long run aggregate supply curve. This LS. Is the initial condition. Okay. Uh, the and the point in the figure show possible combination of real GDP and the price level at which the economy of dreamland is in macroeconomic equilibrium. Okay. And this is a point. The economy is initially at point, and then the government increase its expenditure on goods and supplies. This means what? This means that the variable, the exogenous variable for AD is G increased. Okay. So this question asks us draw the new aggregate demand and show around aggregate supply curve in the picture to show the effect of this event on Greenland real GDP and price level. Okay, so the number one, in the short run, what happened to aggregate supply and aggregate demand? So you can see many points in the picture. Okay, and you maybe don't know what the line should shift to. Okay, so you should know the AD and AS represent the equilibrium real output and price level in demand section and supply section respectively. So the equilibrium of all sections must at AD the equilibrium must at AD and AS at the same time. So it's a set. So which means that AD0 will shift to the sorry. So this scenario means that the AD shoot to right, and we are at the intersect with AB. So this AD will shift to right and intersect with SAS, and we are at point B. It means that the supply section and demand section equilibrium at the same time. If you okay, so it answer number one, question number one. In the show on what happened the aggregate supply and aggregate demand. Well, okay. And let's see the number two. What are the new short-run equilibrium real GDP and price level? Okay, and the new short-run equilibrium. Oh well. Okay. The new short-run equilibrium is determined by the intersection of AD1. This is AD1. Okay. I forget. Okay. And XA0 denote as point B. And this point, the equilibrium output and price level are Y1 equal 400 and P1, the price level is 105 respectively. Okay. Is the question number 2. And question number 3 asks us, in the long run, what happened to the short run aggregate supply and aggregate demand? Okay. So in the long run, people revise their expectation about the price level. Okay. As the price level rise, nominal wage also increase, causing the this SAS0 upward to SAS1. So I use the green color to represent the ASS line. Okay. Because the people revise their expectation price level. So SS0 upward, shift upward, and intersect to this. Okay. This SAS1. Okay, and AD1 unchanged. Okay. So okay. So the number 3, we have finished it. It just as a what short run AS and AD how to shift. Okay. And number 4, what are the new long run? What are the new long run equilibrium real GDP and price level? Okay, so it just let us to find the intersection to the long run, this long run real GDP and price level. Okay, so the long run GDP is not change, just as the initial point and initial. Okay, 300, and but its price level compared to the initial equilibrium, it upward from A1 100 to the this. Okay. It's 115. Okay. Is my picture clear? My okay, nobody respond me. Okay, so I continue. So the question 1, we have finished. Is there any question? Any question? No. Okay. So let's look at question number 2. The question says useful conjugate diagram to derive the classical and tangent aggregate supply. And explain why they are different. Okay, so before I begin explain this question, let me draw a picture first. Okay. The first diagram is the labor market. Okay. And the second diagram is a production function. Okay. and its input is labor. And the second diagram, just the transfer function is the 45-degree line. Okay, just for transfer to this the fourth diagram. Is our ADS. Okay. And let me draw the initial scenario. Okay. This is labor supply, and it equal P0 times H of N. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. N S0 equal P0 times H0. Oh no, HN. Sorry. Oh. And the initial labor demand denotes ND0 equal to P0 times F of N. Okay. And the initial equilibrium on point A. Okay. Oh, and the production function, I forgot it. Y equal F of N. Okay. In this picture, the second contract represent the I recall this. Okay. In figure 3, in this figure, okay, the second contract represent okay. Second contract mean this the first the first figure, okay, represent the labor market where it x-axis and y-axis are denote employment and nominal wage, okay, respectively. And this figure show the production function and the fourth contract illustrate the transformation line. Okay. And let us start from the labor market. Okay. Start from the labor market. And suppose the price level, okay, is a P0, initial price level. We denote P0. Okay. And the original equilibrium is at point A. Okay. Which is determined by the intersection of nominal labor supply and labor supply and labor demand. Okay. At point A, the equilibrium level of employment is unstart. Okay. Unstart. And given this level of employment, the production function indicates that output equals YF. So, okay, we input the this label, and the output is this upper level, real upper level. We denote as YF. Okay. And now suppose the price level rise to P1. Okay, so initial is P0 and it rises to P1. The nominal labor supply and demand curve shifts to N1, NS1. Okay. So the supply shift. So to this N1 is equal P1 HN. Okay. And the demand also shift this N1 ND1 equal P1 F of N respectively. Okay. And however, the equilibrium level of equilibrium level of the employment remain unstable. It remains unstable. The only change is the increase the nominal wage. Therefore, the level of output remains unchanged. Okay, the equilibrium is also unstable, so you input unstable to the production function and its output is also okay, while unchanged. According to the production function and the transformation line, we obtain the point B. Oh, sorry, I forgot to. We assume the initial price level P0. Okay, you have seen that. This P0, we denote P0, and its output is YF. So we this and the transformation just made the production function from Y axis Y to the axis X. So the transformation function just is function just this. Okay, so okay, this is also the YF, and its price level this. So its initial equilibrium A. Okay, and we made a price from made a price rise from the P0 to the P1, and we have seen that the labor supply and labor demand they rise at the same time. So the unstable equilibrium labor unchanged, but the only change is the nominal wage. Nominal wage increase is W0 and this is W1 increase. So and it's unstable unchanged, so the YF also unchanged. So we can get this. The P0 rise to P1 is P1. And the YF unchanged. So also this. Okay. So this is the relation of the price level and output, real output, and you can see that in the long run, the AS is vertical. This is why in the long run the AS is vertical. Okay. And okay, connect. So we get oh sorry. This is LAS. I need to add the long run. Okay. And also known as this long run aggregate supply curve, also known as the classical aggregate supply curve. The LAS curve reflects the fact that in the long run, the price level doesn't affect the the sorry, the price level doesn't affect the level of output, since the nominal wage are fully flexible and adjust to change in the price level. Employment and output stay the same even when price change. Okay, just uh, you have seen. Okay. And the following I will uh draw a tangent version. Okay. So let us uh, uh use this diagram. Okay. Oh, uh, let me restart. Okay. This labors and this is a nominal wage and this is real output. This is and it's transformation line. And this is your output, and this is the price level. Okay, and I draw the initial scenario. Okay, and this is P0. Okay, and the initial equilibrium denoted as A. And the equilibrium labor we denote as the N star, and its real output is YA, and YA, and the initial real output and price level denoted as A. Okay, and uh, now let us consider the short run case. In this figure, the second quadrant again represent the labor market. This labor market. However, in the short run, the nominal labor supply a nominal labor supply becomes a horizontal line. Okay. Oh, sorry. It's horizontal line. Because it's a short run. You have the stinky wage. Okay. Denote W bar because it's inflexible. And according to the Keynesian assumption, the nominal wage is sticky for several reasons. For instance, the labor union may have strong bargaining power that prevent wage from falling below a certain level. In addition, firms often sign contracts with workers that fit nominal wage for a specific period of time, making them unable to adjust immediately to change in the market. And again, we suppose the price level is initial price level is P0 and the initial equilibrium is at point A. Okay. Determined by the intersection of nominal labor supply and the nominal labor demand. At point A, the equilibrium level employment is this N star. Given this level of employment, the production function indicates that output equal to YF. And using the transformation line, we can project the output level into the x-axis in the first quadrant. Okay. Thus, in the first quadrant point A correspond to the price level P0 and an output level YF. Now suppose the price level rise to P1, such as the former case. Okay. P0 rise to P1. Okay. And in the short run, the nominal labor supply doesn't change. This doesn't change. Sticky wage. Okay. And while the demand curve, it will shift to N1. Okay. N1 E1 and F of N. Okay. And the new equilibrium we denote as the point C with the responding employment level on N1 star. And given N1 star, the production function indicates that output increased to Y1. Is increased to Y1. Oh, the visual is so ugly, I know. Okay, Y1. And in this employment level, we get the output level Y1. Okay. And project to the transformation function. We the Y1 from Y-axis to the X-axis. Okay. This is the Y1. Okay. And we have set that price level from P from P0 to the P1. So connect, so we get a point D. This point. Okay, let us connecting the point A and C. L a positive sloping line, and which could represent the show run aggregate supply. Is SAS. The SAS curve reflects the fact that in the short run, there is a positive relationship between the price level and output, since the nominal wage are sticky in the short run. The firm can hire as many workers as they wish at a prevailing wage. Okay, so the difference between the classical and Keynesian is a sticky wage. In the long run, you can the wage is flexible. You can change your wage, but in the short run, maybe you may because the contract, the union, uh, which made your wage, nominal wage, is inflexible in the short run, and this is the result why the sloping of the S curve different different in the long run and short run. Okay, because of the wedge, sticky wedge. Okay, so this is a question 2. This is a question 2. We have finished. Is there any question? No. Okay. Let's solve the following question. Question 3. Okay. The question that consider an economy with the following AD and AS curve. AD AS curve is AD curve is y equals 300 plus 5 times m over p, and S curve is y equal to ya plus p minus pe, and where yf denote potential GDP for employing GDP. And PE represent the expected price level, assuming that YF equal to 400. Okay, YF equal 400. And N equal 800 and PE equal to 40. And the question 1 is it asks us find the long run equilibrium price level and output. Okay, so let's solve this problem. Number 1. We repeat. AD y equal 300 plus 5 times 1100 over P. Yeah, because it said that N, money supply, well, oh, sorry, this N prime, so, well, oh, the question 1 is find the long run equilibrium price level and output. And okay, so we just substitute. It's 800. Okay, and its price level. Well, okay, and is equal to y equal 400 plus p minus 40. And it's let's solve this equation. Uh, 300 plus p 4,000 over p equal to 4,000 plus p is 360 plus p. Okay, and p 4,000 over p minus p equal to 60, and so we can get this function p0 no p square plus 60 at p and minus 4,000 equal to 0, and we need to solve this equation. P and wait a minute. So we can get this. Okay, and this is the part minus, and this is minus. So we can get this equation: p plus 100 times p minus 40 equal to 0, and we get p equal to minus 100 or 40, but this is impossible because the price level will never be the negative. So we get the price level at 40. Okay, it's number one, the price level. Okay, the long run equilibrium price level, and we need to get the output. So we substitute this p, this price level to the you can substitute to AD or AS. It's fine because its equilibrium is the intersection. So the value must be the same. So the output equal to it substitute to the AS is more easy because you substitute the T is 0, and we get real output is 400. Okay, and this is the I don't know how to so 正规 is the all score answer. But if you have the clear you have a clear sense. You can know that in a the question asks us the long run equilibrium, right? And long run output, and in initial it gives us the YF. We have known that in the long run the real output it must at the YF. So you in the beginning you just know that the real output is 400. Okay, so you don't need to calculate this. Okay, and after we finish the question 1, the following is question 2. Suppose the nominal money supply unexpectedly increased to m part, which is 1,100, and find the short run equilibrium output and price level. Okay. So the number 2. AD equal to y equal 300 minus 5 times 100 and 1,100 over p. Okay, and this aggregate supply is y equal to 500 plus p minus 40. Okay, so the procedure just as a step. So we so 300 plus 5,500 over p equal to p. And we get that you can calculate this yourself because it's the high score math. Okay, and we get the final price level P1 we denote as P1 equal to 50, and Y1 equal to 300 plus 5,500 over 50, and this is 410. Okay, so you can see that the price level from the initial is 800 to the equal to the rise to 1,100, and the short run real output we get a short run real output is 410. Okay. So is there any question? If no, I just continue. Okay. The question 3. What is the new long run equilibrium, price level, and output? Okay. So you just don't need to calculate because in the long run the output unchanged. So real output is 400. Okay. And okay. In the long run, people adjust their expectation of price level to match the long run equilibrium. That is P equal to PE. as the result, the AS curve becomes vertical at the potential GDP level. I just said the real output Y equal to 400, and substituting the money supply. N is 1,100. Y unchanged because in the long run the real output unchanged. We substitute this to the we have set the AD curve. Okay. So we can get that Y equal to 300. I repeat, just repeat. Okay. Plus 5,500 over P, and we can get a price level equal to E equal to P equal to, sorry, it's actually 55. Okay. So this is question 3. You get this. Okay. And the number 4, it asks us draw a diagram to illustrate your answer for. So let us draw an initial diagram, initial figure. X-axis is real output, and this y-axis the P. Okay. And he said that YF is 400. So, and this is a long run aggregate supply. And initial a short run is equal to P0. We denote P0. And the initial equilibrium we denote as, oh sorry, I have I don't draw the AD yet. So the initial AD is AD of the money. Money supply is also a exogenous variable. So so the money supply change is shift the line. Okay. It's not a change along the line. It's just a shift the line. Okay. Because it's the exogenous variable. If the endogenous variable, it will shift along the line. Okay. I hope you know the difference. Is the endogenous variable is the Y and P, and exogenous variable is a variable which down in the Y and X axis. Okay. And the initial point is A, and we have calculate the initial price level. It's the 40. Okay. And the question two, we get the what? Okay, the money supply change. So the AD change. Okay, the AD change. Shift to the right. And we get this. We denote as AD of N1. Okay, because the money supply change from N0 to N1. So the AD line shift to the right. Okay. And we have calculated it intersect with the SAS at point B, and its short run price level is 50, and its short run output is 410. Okay. And in the long run, the people will change their expectation price level. So we change this because your expectation initial is 40, but you change your money supply from 40 to the 50. So you change your expectation price level. You will expect that the price level rise. Okay. So let me make clear. Your PE rise. Yeah. So SAS shift to left. This SAS PE equal to PE1. Okay. And in the long run, the point within it intersect in point C, the real output unchanged, but your price level rise. Okay. So this is use draw a diagram to illustrate answer above. Answer the question 1, 2, 3. Okay. Is there any question? No. Okay. So let's the final question. Let's begin the final question. Suppose firms become more optimistic about the future economic condition, this is the point, leading to an increase in autonomous investment. Okay. And it asks us what will happen to the short-run equilibrium output and price level. Okay. So the number one okay. I solve this equation use the diagram. Okay. Okay. It's a real x-axis is the output and this is the price level, and the initial the long run is what real output y, and this is the short run is short run is p e equal to p0, and this is the aggregate demand. Okay. And I need to tell you the autonomous investment is also a exogenous variable. Okay, just like the government expenditure. Okay, it's also exogenous variable. It change will make the AD line shift. Okay, and the initial point is A. Okay, and the price level, initial price level is P0. Okay, and the number one, question one, what will happen? What will happen to the short run equilibrium? Oh, okay. It leading to the increase in autonomous investment. So this scenario is which means that I from I0 to I1, I increase. Okay, so the AD will shift to right. Will shift right, and this is I1, and this is G0. Okay, and the point, the intersection point is the is equilibrium. Will short run equilibrium is Y1, and price level P1. Okay. Uh, so the question one, how will you just need to draw the diagram to explain this. I will give you a point. Okay. What will happen to the short run equilibrium output at price level? Okay, so you can see that the short run y output increase and the price level also increase. Okay, this is the scenario of the short run. And number two, how can the government use the fiscal policy to bring the economy to bring the economy back to its long run equilibrium? Okay, so this means that the government will change its expenditure. This is the fiscal policy. Okay, and we want to make the long run make what make its long run uh yeah bring the economy back to its long run equilibrium. The long run equilibrium just this. Okay. So which means that it, it the government need to uh it in need to make the AD shift to this the original line. So which means that it the government need to change its expenditure. to make the AD line shift to left to the original line. So it must decrease its expenditure. Make the AD line shift to left. We have seen that. Okay. G1. Make the expenditure. Expenditure decrease, and to the original. I use another color. AD9. Okay, this I1, and this is G1. Okay, you can see that it just changed the expenditure and made the AD line shift, and made it back to the original equilibrium. Okay, it just made the expenditure decrease. Okay. And the number 3. Now suppose that the government suppose the government doesn't intervene in the economy, and how will the economy adjust on its own return to the long run equilibrium? So it means that in the long run, if government don't change the AD line, just use the mechanism of the economy. Just we have seen the expectation. Sorry. The price level change. Okay. If the government don't change the expenditure, just make it make the economy autonomous to adjust, and it means that the expectation will from P0 to the P1, because the price level rise, so the expectation price level will also rise. So make the SAS upward. So this, and the output will back to the original. The output will on long run aggregate supply. But the price level will change from P0 to from the P1 to the P2 will more high. Okay. So let me repeat. Since the short run equilibrium exhibits a higher price level than the long run equilibrium, people will revise their expectation of price level from PE equal to 0 to the P1. Okay, in the long run. Therefore, the SAS curve shifts upward from SAS0 SAS0 to the SAS1. Okay, and the new equilibrium is determined by the intersection of LAs. SAS0 and ADI1. In this equilibrium, the price level rises while the price level rise while output return to its own long-run equilibrium level. Okay, P2. So I have finished all the question. Is there any problem?
我想问你一下，就是我看第4题你画的图，AD 还有 SAS， 你需要标记 I 或者是 G。那假如我没有标记，我直接写 AD1 还有 AD2 的话，可以吗？还是一定要标记的？
那你要告诉我说为什么那个
对，
就是因
是我
为什么原因？
用文字表示，但是
那可以，
我的 OK
就是你要清楚的告诉我说为什么那个线会动。
OK，好，谢谢。